Welcome and welcome back to Ampu Reads. In today's video, we will explore the life of one of ancient Egypt's phenomenal king. The illustrious Pharaoh Thutmose III. Are you ready for another adventure? Then let us begin. Close your eyes. Now, imagine a young boy, a prince of Egypt destined for greatness. His name is Thutmose, and he is gazing at the night sky. Above him, the stars blaze with ancient secrets. Thutmose can feel it in his bones. He is destined to rule. But for now, Thutmose is just a boy. He must learn the ways of the world. He must train to be a warrior and a leader. Only then can he claim his birthright. The night sky holds the answers, he thinks, but he must learn to read its language. And he dreams of the day when he will be Pharaoh. Thutmose was born into a time of great change. Egypt was ruled by powerful women. His grandmother, Amun, had secured the throne after years of war. His aunt's stepmother, Hatshepsut, would become one of Egypt's most successful pharaohs. Hatshepsut was a woman of great ambition and ability. She was a shrewd politician and a gifted administrator. She knew how to use her power to achieve her goals. Hatshepsut declared herself Pharaoh, taking on the full titles and regalia of a male ruler. She ruled Egypt for over 20 years. During her reign, she brought peace and prosperity to the land. Thutmose grew up in Hatshepsut's shadow, learning much from her. Though he was a prince, Thutmose did not live a life of luxury. He received a rigorous education in all the arts and sciences of ancient Egypt. He learned to read and write hieroglyphs. He studied history, mathematics, and astronomy. He mastered the art of warfare. Thutmose trained alongside the sons of nobles, proving himself in the harshest environments. He learned to command respect, not through his lineage, but through his skill and determination. The army was his proving ground, a place where he could demonstrate his strength and courage. He excelled in all he did, proving himself to be a natural leader. His teachers were the priests of Amun. They taught him about the gods and goddesses of Egypt. Thutmose was a quick learner and an eager student. Hatshepsut's reign was a time of peace and prosperity for Egypt. She was a wise and benevolent ruler, but for Thutmose, her reign was a source of frustration. He was eager to take his place on the throne. He was tired of living in Hatshepsut's shadow, yet Thutmose could not show his impatience. He knew that Hatshepsut was a powerful and popular ruler. To challenge her openly would be disastrous. He had to bide his time. He had to wait for the right moment to seize his destiny. So Thutmose threw himself into his training, and he waited for his chance. Despite his simmering resentment, Thutmose carried out his duties with dedication. He oversaw religious ceremonies, his deep voice booming prayers to the gods. He learned the intricacies of administration, observing how Hatshepsut managed the vast Egyptian bureaucracy. He participated in military campaigns, though not as the supreme commander. Hatshepsut wisely understood the importance of keeping the young prince close. She involved him in military strategy sessions, allowing him to witness firsthand the complexities of warfare. Thutmose's natural talent for leadership did not go unnoticed. Soldiers whispered of his courage and charisma. The years passed. Thutmose grew older and wiser. He learned patience, a valuable trait for any ruler. He observed Hatshepsut, studying her every move. He learned from her successes and her failures. He knew that time was on his side. Hatshepsut was getting older. He, on the other hand, was in the prime of his life. Thutmose used this time to forge alliances, cultivating relationships with powerful priests and influential nobles. He ensured that when his moment came, he would have the support he needed to secure his throne. After 2 decades of waiting, the moment finally arrived. Hatshepsut's reign came to an end. The circumstances of her death remained shrouded in mystery. But for Thutmose, her passing signaled the start of his own era. He was now undeniably the Pharaoh of Egypt. Years of simmering resentment, carefully kept in check, now burst forth. Thutmose ordered the destruction of her statues, the chiseling away of her name from monuments. The pent-up energy of years of waiting surged through him. Thutmose threw himself into his new role with a ferocious energy that surprised even his closest advisors. He was determined to prove himself a worthy successor to the throne of the pharaohs. Thutmose was determined to make it his own, to forge his own legacy. If you are enjoying this journey through ancient Egypt, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories of the past. Egypt, under Hatshepsut, had enjoyed a period of relative peace, but Thutmose was not a pharaoh content with maintaining the status quo. He yearned for the glory of the battlefield, for the chance to prove his mettle against his enemies. He inherited an army that was well-trained and well-equipped, but it was an army that had grown complacent during the long years of peace. Thutmose, with his boundless energy and ambition, shook the army from its slumber. He drilled his troops relentlessly, instilling in them his own thirst for victory. Thutmose led his armies on 17 campaigns, conquering lands as far north as Syria and as far south as Nubia. Of all Thutmose's victories, the Battle of Megiddo stands out as his most celebrated triumph. It was a battle that tested his skills as a commander, a battle that cemented his reputation as a military genius. Megiddo, a strategically vital city in modern-day Israel, was a thorn in the side of the Egyptian empire. It controlled vital trade routes and was a hub of rebellion against Egyptian rule. Thutmose, determined to crush this uprising, marched his army north to confront the enemy. His advisors, cautious and pragmatic, urged him to take the easier, safer route. But Thutmose, with characteristic boldness, chose a different path. He led his army through a narrow pass, a dangerous gamble that would either lead to a stunning victory or a humiliating defeat. The gamble paid off. Thutmose's victory brought unimaginable wealth to Egypt. From the conquered lands flowed a river of tribute: gold, silver, precious stones, exotic animals, and slaves. The pharaoh, magnanimous in victory, used this wealth to enrich the temples of the gods, to fund monumental building projects, and to solidify his own power and prestige. He expanded the temple of Karnak, dedicating vast pillared halls and towering obelisks to Amun-Re, the king of the gods. He believed that his victories were a sign of Amun's favor, a testament to his own divine right to rule. Inscriptions on temple walls, carved in elegant hieroglyphs, told the story of his triumphs. They spoke of his courage, his piety, and his unwavering devotion to the gods of Egypt. Thutmose ensured that his victories were celebrated throughout the land. Amidst the triumphs and the spoils of war, Thutmose never forgot his relationship with the divine. He saw himself as Amun's chosen servant, his victories a testament to the god's favor. He consulted the oracle before every campaign, seeking guidance from the divine realm. He pored over ancient texts, seeking to unravel the mysteries of the cosmos and to understand the will of the gods. Thutmose's piety ran deep. He ruled not by force alone, but by the mandate of heaven, a mandate confirmed by his victories and by his unwavering devotion to the divine order. He was Thutmose III, the Napoleon of ancient Egypt. For Thutmose III, building temples wasn't just about glorifying the gods or showcasing the spoils of war. It was about shaping the very landscape of Egypt, about creating enduring monuments to his reign and to his unique relationship with the divine. He understood the power of architecture to inspire awe, to legitimize his rule, and to connect him to the legacy of his ancestors. He commissioned vast building projects throughout Egypt, from the sun-baked deserts of Nubia to the fertile Nile Delta. Temples, with their towering pylons, colossal statues, and intricate reliefs, were more than just places of worship. They were expressions of royal power, statements of faith, and centers of economic and cultural life. Thutmose saw himself as the caretaker of Egypt's sacred geography. His building projects were about creating spaces where mortals could commune with the gods. Of all the temples Thutmose built or expanded, none surpassed the grandeur of Karnak. Located near the ancient city of Thebes, Karnak was not just a temple, it was a sprawling complex of temples, chapels, pylons, and obelisks. Thutmose's additions to Karnak were extensive. He added new pylons, those monumental gateways that marked the entrance to the temple complex. He erected towering obelisks, those slender four-sided pillars capped with electrum, a gleaming alloy of gold and silver. He commissioned vast hypostyle halls, their ceilings supported by rows of massive columns, often adorned with intricate carvings and brightly painted scenes from Egyptian mythology. Thutmose's most significant contribution to Karnak was the Amun, a festival hall dedicated to celebrating his reign and his close relationship with the god Amun. Thutmose understood that temples were more than just impressive structures. They were canvases upon which he could etch his legacy into the very fabric of eternity. He employed some of the most skilled artisans in Egypt, master craftsmen who could transform stone into delicate flowers, capture the movement of a charging chariot, or convey the subtle nuances of a pharaoh's expression. Walls were adorned with intricate reliefs, scenes from Egyptian mythology, depictions of Thutmose's military campaigns, and texts recording his deeds and his pronouncements. These were not just decorations, they were narratives, carefully crafted to convey a message, to shape the way people viewed their pharaoh and his place in the cosmic order. Hieroglyphs, that most elegant of ancient writing systems, covered every surface. They spoke of Thutmose's victories, his piety, his lineage, his connection to the gods. They told stories, recorded prayers, and served as a constant reminder of the pharaoh's power and his place in the grand sweep of Egyptian history. These inscriptions, carved into the very stone of the temples, were meant to last for all eternity. They were a message to future generations, a testament to Thutmose's greatness, and a reminder that even the most powerful of rulers were ultimately subservient to the will of the gods. Thutmose III's reign marked a high point in Egyptian art and architecture. His temples, with their grandeur and intricate decoration, stand today as a testament to the skill of ancient Egyptian craftsmen. They are more than just ruins. They are whispers from the past. His monuments, though ravaged by time, continue to inspire awe and wonder. They are reminders of a civilization that flourished over 3,000 years ago. They are also a testament to the enduring power of human creativity. Thutmose's projects were about creating jobs and fostering national pride. They cemented his legacy as a builder, ensuring he would be remembered. Thutmose III's monuments stand as a testament to a pivotal era in Egyptian history. They remind us of the power of belief and the desire to leave a lasting mark. As the sun sets over the Nile, one can almost hear the echoes of ancient prayers. History remembers its conquerors. Names like Alexander, Caesar, and Genghis Khan echo through the ages, synonymous with military prowess, ruthlessness, and the expansion of empires. But what elevates a mere conqueror to the status of legend? What transforms military ambition into a legacy that transcends the battlefield? Thutmose III, often dubbed the Napoleon of Egypt, offers a compelling answer. Like his French counterpart millennia later, Thutmose was more than just a skilled general. He possessed a keen intellect, a charismatic personality, and an almost preternatural understanding of both strategy and human nature. He inherited a kingdom, but he forged an empire. He transformed a relatively peaceful Egypt into a dominant force in the ancient Near East. He understood that true power lay not just in military might, but in the strategic use of resources, the cultivation of alliances, and the projection of an image that inspired both awe and obedience. Napoleon, centuries later, would study Thutmose's campaigns, recognizing a kindred spirit in the Egyptian pharaoh's audacity and tactical brilliance. Both men understood the importance of logistics, the decisive impact of speed and surprise, and the psychological effect of a well-timed maneuver. But it was their ambition, their unwavering belief in their own destiny, that set them apart. 4 centuries after his death, Thutmose III's name faded from common memory, his story known only to scholars who could decipher the hieroglyphs. The sands of time had swallowed his legacy, leaving behind only tantalizing fragments of a glorious past. They inscribed their stories on temple walls, on papyrus scrolls, on the very landscape of Egypt itself. And these whispers from the past offer us a glimpse into the mind of a pharaoh. Thutmose's voice speaks to us across the millennia. We read of his piety, his dedication to the gods, his belief that his victories were a manifestation of divine favor. We sense his pride in his lineage, his determination to live up to the legacy of his ancestors. The 19th century witnessed a resurgence of interest in ancient Egypt. Explorers, scholars, and adventurers flocked to the Nile Valley, eager to unlock the secrets of a civilization that had captivated the imagination of the West for centuries. And as they excavated the ruins of ancient cities, temples, and tombs, they brought to light a treasure trove of artifacts, inscriptions, and monuments that shed new light on the reign of Thutmose III. The discovery of his tomb in 1898, though sadly plundered in antiquity, provided invaluable insights into the burial practices of the pharaohs and the beliefs surrounding the afterlife. The recovery of lost or forgotten texts, painstakingly translated by scholars, revealed new details about his reign, his personality, and his place in Egyptian history. Each new discovery added a brushstroke to the portrait of Thutmose III, transforming him from a name in a history book into a flesh and blood ruler. Ambitious, ruthless, pious, and ultimately human. His story, pieced together from fragments of stone, papyrus, and paint, serves as a reminder that the past is never truly dead, that even the most ancient civilizations can speak to us across the centuries, offering insights into our own humanity. Today, the legacy of Thutmose III extends far beyond the academic halls of Egyptology. His name has become synonymous with the power and splendor of ancient Egypt. Tourists from around the world flock to see his monuments, marveling at the scale and ambition of his building projects. They purchase souvenirs bearing his image, carrying home a tangible connection to a pharaoh who ruled over 3,000 years ago. His story resonates with our own time, speaking to the enduring human fascination with power and ambition. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into history.